Hi everyone, welcome to Energy Toning, the podcast where we talk about all things energy medicine, consciousness, and how to raise your vibration. Hope you're all doing very well. Today I'm going to talk about the body's electromagnetic field, how it relates to health and how we can feel this electromagnetic field and how we can enhance it. I think one of the easiest ways to explain the body's electromagnetic field would be to refer to the medical field where when a doctor or specialist wants to analyse a patient's heart, they hook them up to an ECG where they put all those sticky pads on their chests and they can see the patient's electrical heart patterns on a screen. And it's the same for the brain. The doctor will hook them up to an EEG and see the brain's electrical activity. So often our thoughts stop there as to our body being an electrical entity, but actually our whole body radiates an electromagnetic field. And you know this by sometimes you might go to a playground and there's a whole lot of plastic equipment and you touch the equipment and you get a zap, or maybe you're getting out of the car and you touch the car and you get a zap. So our body definitely radiates electricity and magnetism, but there are also much more pleasant ways other than getting zapped by plastic equipment and car doors to experience the body's electromagnetic field, and that is through the practice of Qigong. So Qigong translates to energy mastery, and it's similar to Tai Chi, or Tai Chi's based on the same premises as well. But Qigong is just a little easier to practice, and I'll leave a link for a video where you can do a 20-minute routine to experience firsthand the body's magnetism. Basically, it's a series of tapping exercises and shaking exercises, and then you just stop and notice this buzzing sensation in your body. And also, very simply, if you just rub your hands together vigorously, maybe give them a shake first, shake them out vigorously, then rub them together, and then just put your hands facing opposite each other, the palms of your hands facing opposite each other, and you're just going to gently pull apart and push towards each other with your hands. And you'll find that you might feel a sensation between the palms of your hands, maybe like a tingling as you bring your hands closer together, and then it might diminish as you bring your hands further apart. That's one really simple way to experience it firsthand. But often people, if the first time they try that, they may not actually experience much going on then. So that's where it's actually better to do maybe like a 10 to 20 minute routine where you tap certain meridian points in your body, and then you just stop and notice, and you really feel a whole body buzz. So why is this important? Why does it even matter to be aware of your body's energy field or electromagnetic field? Well, the ancients knew that it was very important thousands of years ago. And even modern science has confirmed today that our energy field does actually impact our health, as well as our consciousness and mental health. And one really easy way to know that the energy is not flowing around our body very well is because we don't feel well, or we just feel depressed, we feel stuck in life. And this is basically our body reflecting our body's electromagnetic field, in that it's not flowing as it should or as free as it should. And it might be time to start taking some steps to restore it to its proper flow. And there are many ways you could do that, and which is partly what this podcast is all about. But I want to talk about a couple of ways today. So I've already mentioned Qigong. This is a great, really easy exercise to do to just get the energy flow unstuck and feel a shift mentally as well. So as I mentioned, you can go to the link that I've left underneath and try a routine for yourself. But there are also other ways to enhance the flow of this electromagnetic field, and that is primarily by reducing overall stress in your body, because every time you feel stress and tension, your muscles tighten up, and that actually has this interacting impact on your field. So meditating can be really effective to just bring the overall stress levels of your body down. And there's so much science today to validate this. And there's so many different forms of meditation, but the simplest way really to meditate, for say you could start at 10 to 15 minutes in the morning, is just to sit and observe your breath. And your mind will go everywhere, but every time your mind wanders off to a past or a future event, you just bring your attention back to your breath and feel your belly rising and falling. Focus on the muscles that are tight. Consciously relax the muscles that are tight in your body. And just keep doing this. It does take practice to bring the mind down, but over time, this really does have a positive clinical effect on your biochemistry, and therefore how you are thinking about life and how resilient you're feeling. So as I mentioned in my last podcast, I talked about 3 basic ingredients for health, and that being sleep, exercise, and good diet. I would actually add a 4th one to that, and that is practice of meditation every day. Because especially in modern society, we're so used to being in this flight or fight state. There's things coming at us all the time. We're so busy, we rarely stop. And this just puts our body in a state of anxiousness all the time, without us even really realizing that we are in a state of anxiousness. So sitting down every morning, and ideally in the evening as well, to just reset your biochemistry will have compounding effects over time. I can absolutely guarantee and promise that. A 3rd way to enhance your electromagnetic field is by using your voice to do chanting. So there are a couple of ways, and you can use vocal sounds like vowel sounds, where you focus on each of the energy centers of your body, as in the chakras, and each sound has a link to a particular chakra. For example, the first sound is and this links up to the first chakra. So basically you would just sit and breathe and then just chant and you're just picturing your base chakra, which is around the tailbone, vibrating. And as you practice this over time, you will feel more and more vibrations in this center, and also visualizing the color red as you do that, because this sound and this first chakra is associated with the light spectrum of red. But also there are other chanting exercises that you can do that are, so the chakra system is associated with the Vedic system, yoga system, whereas Qigong also has its own sound system, and you can practice the 6 healing sounds. And I'll also leave a link in the description as to where you can practice the Qigong 6 healing sounds. And this really helps you to deal with anger and frustration and fear, and just putting your mind and body in a more rested state so you can release some of those emotions through these particular sounds. So there are just 3 ways that you can enhance your body's electromagnetic field. But I also want to offer you a free book which is called 30 Secrets for a Vibrant Energy Field. And I'll also leave the link for that in the description. And it's basically like the ultimate reference for a variety of habits that you can adopt to start paying more attention to your energy field, and therefore helping to impact your overall mood and your health, and starting to see life as this holistic system, that we're so much more than our physical body. And the invisible field is just as important. It's just that we haven't been trained to pay attention to it. So I'll leave that in the link in the description below. And thanks for listening today, and I hope you're having a fabulous day. Bye for now.